Oh, yeah, it took me a while to get this together. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But now I'm back. I'm here and I'm queer. I don't know what was just going on. I literally don't. And I was about to give up. I was this close. This close. To being like, yeah, you know what? I'm over it. You know, I tried. It's just not meant to be. You know? Maybe tomorrow. Maybe Sunday. But it looks like it's meant to be. It looks like it's meant to be. Hello, everyone. Hi, Megan. Natasha. Raquel. Ro. Hello, everyone. Miranda. Hello. Hello, baby Shay. Hello. Yeah, I don't know what be going on with like this YouTube thing. It's like it shows everything double. It's like there's 2 microphones, there's 2 cameras, there's 2. It's like, what is going on? Then I can like touch the screen if I want to scroll and read one of y'all comments or like a super sticker or something like that. It's like you can't touch the screen. Like you can't do anything. So it's like, what's the point? I did a live like that before and I hated it. I hated it. I hated not being able to go back to the super stickers and just the comments in general. It's really annoying. It's really annoying. But, hello everyone. I love you all. I love you all. The topic of the show today. Oh yeah, Cardi B. She just dropped a new track, Imaginary Players. Gonna talk a little bit about that. Offset wants a DNA test from Cardi. He doesn't believe that one of their children belonged to him. I said, shut your mouth and keep on talking. Shut your mouth and keep on talking. Hi, Miss Jones. Thank you, sweetheart. So we're going to talk about that too. Netterd. New flop. We're going to talk about that little piece. THOOD. His sisters spoke out. Shout out to Ratchet TV. They were on Ratchet TV last night, including his mother. THOOD's mother. Yes. Last night on shout out to Ratchet TV, THOOD's mother and both of his sisters were on his show, and they spoke. Okay. So we're gonna talk about that, and we're also going to talk about what I keep figuring going over like people's heads. I keep seeing that people are sharing the post of Kelsey Frost, which was THOOD's girlfriend before his passing. Probably talking to his family, talking to THOOD's family, the sisters, and the mother, and she was stating certain things that she didn't condone. And what else did she say? Honestly, the only thing that I found important that she said was that Kai was arrested. I'm like, are we just not going to talk about that? Are we not talking about Kai Frost, who allegedly THOOD took THOOD's life, Kirk and Rashida's son? Are we not going to talk about him getting arrested? Are we not talking about it because he was released? Is that why people aren't talking about it? Because she literally said, let me turn this on. Literally said that men came and like vests and stuff like that. They put cuffs on him. They arrested him. But he's not in jail. Kai Frost is not in any prison or jail holding or anything like that. Kai Frost is free. He's free. He's not incarcerated. He's not. I feel like that speaks volumes for him to be arrested and let go. Because why isn't he still there if this was an murder? If it was not self-defense because THOOD was pow-powing his back, why is he not incarcerated? I don't know, that's confusing. That's very so much confusing. Let me pull that up though. Very so much confusing. But let me pull that up because again, even the sisters
Power on.
We're talking about the clip.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pick. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Right here.
Wrong information. They tried to find him. They sent the little SWAT team with the little shit with the big iron. They came and he was taken into handcuffs. I told you
what?
That's the wrong information. They tried to find him. They sent the little SWAT team with the little shit with the big iron. They came and he was taken into handcuffs. I told you that was wrong. Have the wrong information. They tried to find him. They sent the little SWAT team with the little shit with the big iron. They came and he was taken into handcuffs. I told you.
SWAT team, big things, big GUNs. He was taken in handcuffs. She's talking about her brother. She's talking about Kai, not THOOD, because he was deceased. She's talking about Kai. So she said Kai was arrested. Now this is her speaking, Kelsey, speaking to THOOD's family. I believe she was talking to THOOD's mother, if I'm not mistaken, because I believe that's who you hear in the background, the mother and the sisters. So I'm confused. Why is that not a topic? Why are people not discussing the fact that Kai Frost was arrested? Because Kelsey said that Kai Frost was arrested, not me. I wasn't there. And as far as I can see from the research that I did this morning, Kai is not in anybody's prison or jail. He's not incarcerated. This happened on the 6th of August, I believe, something like that. And he's still not in jail. Again, what did you say, Kelsey?
Information. They tried to find him. They sent the little SWAT team with the little shit with the big iron. They came and he was taken into handcuffs. I told you that was wrong.
They came and he was taken in handcuffs. So that means that he didn't leave. Just like the reports have been reporting, like TMZ and a bunch of other people, Yahoo, they all state per police report that Kai did not leave. He didn't flee. He didn't go anywhere. He was at her house because Kelsey said they came to her house to do this.
Wrong information. They tried to find him. They sent the little SWAT team with the little shit with the big iron. They came and he was taken into handcuffs. I told you that was wrong. I don't condone that shit. I don't give a fuck, brother or not. Like, I hear what y'all are saying.
Now, she says, I don't condone that ish, brother or not. We don't know what she's referring to by not condoning. So while the sisters were on Ratchet TVs, I was confused because I'm like, well, why don't y'all have her elaborate on what she doesn't condone? Because that's not specific. But what is she not condoning? Because she said, I don't condone that ish, does not mean that she was saying I don't condone what my brother did to him. But I don't, what is she not condoning? That's not specified. So I get it, I hear it, just like, and one could assume that's what she's talking about, but we don't have enough context of the conversation, because again, you should put out, if you're gonna put out a conversation, put out the whole thing. Don't put out part of it. Just like the sisters putting out the post of Kelsey arguing with THOOD and saying she's an aggressor. Aggressor of what? It's a conversation. Yeah, people are annoying. Girlfriends are annoying. They moan. That don't mean pound them when they get on your nerves. That doesn't mean that. What does this prove? That she yelled at him? So you're not showing her running up on him, hitting him in his face, whacking him in the back of the head with things, because again, cause and effect. Sometimes people just react. Sometimes he would go in there and do what he would do to her. She'd be asleep. He'll wake her up out her sleep, doing those things to her. There is no provoking. I feel like the only way to provoke violence begets violence. So you're not showing her walking up in a room, knocking him off his feet, and out of reaction, he got up and let loose. That's not what you're showing. Not at all. Because two wrongs still don't make it right. But he was a grown man, 30-something years old. He know better. He knew better. He was flinging that girl around. That was insane. And there's no defense for it. None. So before we continue with this, I want to jump into Ratchet TV. So shout out to Ratchet TV. I enjoyed his interview with the ladies. Again, THOOD's sister, one of them starts with a J, and the other one starts with an M. I don't want to slaughter their names. But yes, they were on his show last night, so make sure y'all go over there and check out, again, Ratchet TV. And I didn't understand why they were speaking publicly. I don't get it. I get to have questions because they're stating that Kelsey had multiple stories. The story changed. One minute she said it was this, then the next minute she said it was that. So, okay, you want clarity? You want to figure out what happened to your brother fully. You have to talk to the police about that. These are police questions. Or Kelsey directly. It doesn't sound like an injustice was done. This is family, so I understand them hurting. And, I mean, we love our family regardless. So a lot of us have people in our families that have done things like this to women and whatnot. But a lot of their ending result wasn't what happened to THOOD. So I think that makes it a little bit more severe. But as far as I'm concerned, he's nobody's victim. He's not a victim. And I don't think that it's brain science or rocket science to figure it out what happened. The police were called that day because of domestic dispute. How are they getting, she set my brother up? Where are you getting that from? There was a domestic dispute, but based off of the videos that we saw, we can see what the domestic dispute was about. Okay. Kelsey reached out to your mother multiple times and let her know what her son was over there doing. Kelsey was doing that because she loved him. Now, I don't know Kelsey. I don't know her. But again, if she's reaching out to his family instead of her own, she wasn't reaching out to her family because she didn't want him to get hurt. That's why most people do reach out to the other side, because y'all are going to protect him. Y'all going to talk to him. Hopefully y'all can get him to change his ways and whatnot, because he love y'all. I call my family. It ain't going to be too much talking. It's not going to be too much talking. Now, I can see a person correlating that to Stockholm, you know, with her protecting her abuser, because that's what she was doing, protecting him. Most victims do. It's common. Because with situations like this, they don't want to feel at fault. Like right now, Kelsey feels at fault and she's torn because she did still love him and she loves her brother and she loves that her brother defended her, but at the same time, those feelings of love are very real. So she's torn. She's put in an awful situation because it's awful. It is. That's how I'm looking at it, as an outsider looking in. Again, I don't know Kelsey. I'm not there. I don't know what's going on. But based off the information that's out there, she's stuck between a rock and a hard place with this situation. Because we look at it like, oh, you need to get out of there. He don't need to be doing that to you. You need to get to safety. This isn't good. You may love him, but you really don't. Your head is just clouded. But to her, she don't look at it that way. She look at it as, and he didn't mean it. He may do these things to me, but the love overpowers the abuse. Meaning he loves me way more than he does this to me. He does these things, but when we're good, we're good. And when we're bad, it's bad. Like it's really bad, you know? But in her eyes, and a lot of people that's going through that situation, in their eyes, the good usually overweighs the bad. It overpowers it. So you're so stuck on thinking of the good times and how this person is when you're good and how this person makes you feel when you're good that you will completely ignore and avoid the feeling of how when they make you feel bad. You know, it's like puppy love. We'll be in a relationship with somebody or getting to be in a relationship with somebody and they'll do things that annoy us, but we are in such awe and such like with them that we will overlook it, just because we really like the person. And then once you start to fall in love with them, you love them flaws and all. But now the things that you wouldn't call them out on before, you're calling them out on now. Because you love them. And they love you. So now it's not as simple as, because now the pet peeves and things like that are really they usually start to affect you. And you don't want to be without the person, but at the same time, you do want them to change, certain things. A lot of us, our pet peeve, like he leaves the seat up, or he doesn't wash his dishes, things like that. Some people's pet peeves in relationships that he can put his hands on me. He calls me out of my name. He cheats with other women. Everybody's pet peeves are different. Some people don't have to deal with those pet peeves. Some people, the man not making up the bed and stuff like that before they leave, but they're not cheating, stuff like that. So again, this is very hard for her. Because now he's gone and she's being blamed on both sides. You got the family upset with her because of what Kai had to do or felt the need to do because of what it makes the family look like. But at the same time, it's like the family's happy and proud of Kai for looking out for his sister. And then you have the other family, which would be THOOD's family. I'm sure they all hate Kelsey. I'm sure they all want to hurt her, and they all blame her for what happened. And she's the victim in the situation. She's a whole victim. This is what they mean by like victim shaming and victim blaming. So this is happening to Kelsey right now, because at the end of the day, Kelsey took nobody's life. She didn't. Although she had every right to, she never took his life because she loved him. She did. When you're going through stuff like that, it doesn't equate love, but sometimes that's how people take it as their definition. I know he loves me because he drags me in the house. I know he loved me because he locked me in here and won't let me leave. I know he loved me because he just slashed on my tires so that some women equivalent that into love. Some do. It's unfortunate, but they do. He called me out of my name. That's how I know he loved me. He may be gone all day, but at least he come back at night. I know he loved me. Like, well, but that's, we may not accept it, but a lot of people do. And you can see Kelsey was very frustrated within this situation with the relationship. So again, I'm confused, and then with the sisters, it makes y'all look like horrible women. Horrible women. I thought it was cute how y'all went over there on Ratchet and tried to make it seem as if, y'all didn't have a problem with Kelsey. This wasn't in any way, shape, or form of y'all trying to like bash her or come down to her. Y'all had already did that. You told her that she could rot. You told her that prior, I have all the messages. You told her prior that you don't care that she's grieving her grief. That's what you said. I lost my brother. Y'all already disrespected her, both of you, on multiple levels. Y'all saying y'all wish he never met her, blaming her like it's her fault. It's not her fault. How is it her fault? We saw the videos. We saw. Nobody deserves that. No woman deserves a man doing that. Your brother was a fucking coward, is what he was. Your brother was pussy at the end of the day. Because a real man would never do that. Never. Ever. There's no excuse for what your brother was doing to her. And for you to overlook that, it gives it, you don't mind that it's done to you. That's you. You may not care if your man throwing you across the room and coming in there and rocking you, hitting you and screaming. That may be just fine for you. Because it's weird that the same people that like you sisters, that are trying to overlook the videos, because y'all not acknowledging them. Y'all acknowledge that they exist, but y'all not giving the videos the energy that it deserves because it's your brother. That's being biased. There's no reason to be biased Because you can't convince me that you will want a man doing that to you. So why is it okay that he was doing it because that's your brother? So you really out here looking for a man to do the stuff that your brother was in the room doing to her? No. Would you want somebody saying the same thing about you? If your brother, the one that just died, if he would have came and defended you in the same way because the dude was over there putting his hands on you, because you swear your brother loved y'all so much. Y'all swear y'all was so close. Okay, well, wouldn't your brother have reacted in the same way if a man was doing that to you? See, I say that your brother, in my opinion, I'm okay with him, what happened to him, for the simple fact is I have 2 daughters. I would be lying if I said what I saw your brother doing to Kelsey in those videos, that I won't want his head off too. That I won't want to put 5 shots in him as well. I would be lying. I would be lying. See, it's okay. See, a lot of these people, it's okay until it happens to them. So you can say, oh, that was too much. They powed him too much and all of that. You know, because it's not you. You're a bystander having that opinion. But if that was your family, if that was your daughter, if that was your sister, if that was your mother, because Kelsey is a mother, her son got to see that. It's not going nowhere. The internet is forever. So I just find that weird. It's like, that's why I don't understand why y'all talking. It's really nothing for y'all to say. If y'all have any questions, that should be for the police. You should be calling police every single day, asking the police, why is Kai not in jail? If you feel that an injustice happened. Because as far as I'm concerned, it didn't. A domestic disturbance was called that day on y'all brother. The police came. They're on their way. Okay. Kai, I'm sure, got there, saw what happened to his sister, exchanged word with your brother, whether he was leaving or not. You got me up. Leaving or not. I don't care. I walk into the house and I see my daughter face, like how Kelsey looks, how he does her. I don't give a where he going. He could have been in a car, and I still would have emptied the clip. What are you talking about? Please. Like y'all can try to dress that up and make it seem, no. You touch my daughter like that, you touch my sister like that, you touch my female cousin like that, we have a problem. We have a problem. I don't mind going to prison for my family, for protecting my family, for protecting my cubs. I don't mind. I will gladly, I will have with a smile on my face, stand in front of the judge. I will go around all day telling people in prison about why I'm there. What do you mean? I don't give a that he was walking away, so he should have walked away and started pummeling that girl like that. Y'all try to okay it. Y'all try to make it seem like it's not a big deal. Why? Because she alive? Because her life could have been easily taken. Look at Shanquella. She got slammed the wrong way and she ain't here no more. And that was by a woman. Your brother, a whole man, pulling that girl out her sleep like there's no excuse. And then y'all trying to put up this clip about her yelling at him. So? She's aggravating. So? She's annoying. So? It don't warrant anything he was doing to her. It doesn't. And she is a victim. Because when he was doing those things to her, she allowed it. Because she didn't want it to happen. But she still had feelings for him. So it's not just as easy as pack your stuff and go. And then she reached out to your mom how many times? Now I understand your mother cannot control him. I understand you and your other sister cannot control him. But what the fuck did y'all do? I don't want to hear that. No, we don't feel sorry for you. It's nothing to feel sorry for. She tried. She sent your mom multiple messages about what he was doing, and she was honest. She wasn't beating around the bush. She tried to get him. It ain't like she did nothing. She didn't have to do that. She's the victim. What do you mean? She didn't have to say none of that. She had to tell your mom a word. Because Kelsey wasn't the first, but she was the last. Y'all mama know him just like y'all know him. Y'all know he got a short fuse. Who know you better than family? So if you already know how his temper is, you already know how he give it up, you know that he go from ziggity boom, 0 from 100, do something. Do something. What did y'all do? Because I don't hear anything of that. I just see a lot of finger pointing. What did y'all do? How did y'all try to help? Again, you can't control him. But if he loved you, like you say he did, it should have been enough for him to at least listen to you. Hear you out. And if you felt like Kelsey was the problem, then why not keep reiterating that to your brother? You need to get away from her. She's bad for you. It don't seem like y'all cared until he died. Because y'all still creating excuses. At this point in time, who gives up what happened to him? I mean, that's where we're at with it. Because again, a domestic dispute was going on between your brother and Kelsey. If Kai came there and saw the condition that his sister was in, and he felt the need to take your brother's life, so fucking be it. That's how I feel. So be it. No one's going to tell me how to protect my sister. And if I feel like this is not going to end, I'll end it. I'm protecting you. It's you or him at this point. And how he was doing her, it seems as if it was getting worse. It's not getting better. In those situations usually don't get better until the person leaves. Until they separate. Not because what he did to her does not make him a bad person. It just means that he wasn't a man. No, he wasn't. He was a coward. He showed you someone other than who he was. That's why they do it in private. See, they're not going to usually do it in a public to where people can see them or stop them. And they damn sure ain't going to do it in front of no man. Now, they're doing it in front of other women before they're doing it in front of another man. Because I hear a lot about your brother, but I don't hear none about him beating nobody up. I hear none about him beating up Kai, beating up Kirk. I hear a lot about your brother putting his hands on women, but I'm not hearing none about him putting his hands on no man. Very cowardly. Very. Because you should be able to use your mouth. Just like Kelsey was using her mouth. She may have been annoying. She may be getting disrespectful. It's not so what? It's part of being in a relationship. It happens. It happens. Whatever. You don't usually mean it. Just angry. That's it. And then y'all putting a post of her, adding other women. Oh, she was doing all this because she was jealous of Asian name. I was like, are you okay? Aren't you supposed to be grieving? Are y'all all right? Because y'all went over to Ratchet TV like y'all been silent. Like y'all ain't said nothing. And then trying to excuse situations. Like the text message between Kelsey and their mom. Oh, our mom's not like that, blah, blah, blah. We don't care at this point. There's really no defense. There's really no defense. Your mom's not the reason that your brother was doing the things that he was doing. Because you can raise 15 kids in the same house and they all turn out different. And they all turn out differently. So, that doesn't matter. I could raise 6 boys right now and teach them all right from wrong. And teach them all not to put their hands on women. But it's a high probability that one of those boys will probably still put their hands on women. It doesn't have anything to do with how they're being raised. It's a decision. He made a decision to put his hands on her. He decided that. And just like you can do something, you cannot do it. So he decided that he wanted to hurt and harm women. That was a choice. Your mom didn't instill that in him. I just don't feel like she did. She doesn't sound like an evil woman or anything like that. No, I don't know her, but I don't think that she raised him to put his hands on people. Not like that. If anything, put his hands on people to defend himself. You know, not to go out here, make sure you go out there and hit women and all. Not at all. Based off of the conversation that Kelsey had with your mom, and your mom was like, oh, okay, all of that. I don't feel like your mom said anything to your brother at all. I don't feel like any of you were. That's why a lot of times that type of behavior continues, because nobody says anything. Nobody. And a lot of times, especially women, they don't do it out of fear. So it's like, is your own mom scared of him? Are you scared of him? Were y'all all scared of him? Because it don't seem like nobody did anything. Why didn't your mom respond to Kelsey later on or a day or two later saying, hey, I did talk to him, da da da? There was never any of that. So something that goes ignored, a person feels as if they have permission to do it. It's that simple. It went ignored. He wasn't challenged in that area to where people were just like, look, we love you, but you have to stop this. You have to. I had a family member that was like that. He was very, like, he would put his hands on me and I'd be like, look, I can't have nothing to do with you if this is how you're going to be, because I don't get down like that. And I don't like that. It makes me want to defend her. Like, it makes me want to put my hands on you. And we family. So I'm like, look. But we said something to him. And he's different. Like, he's not the same. It's like he's went through anger management. He's had counseling. He went to treatment because he did have a drinking problem. And when he actually got himself together, it took some time, but he got himself together. So just because that's a part of you doesn't mean that's who you have to be. You don't have to be this person. Okay, this is your past. You've been putting your hands on women. You need to stop. And one of the main things you need to do is apologize to all the women to what you took them through. Even if they don't respond, just send them like a DM or something. You know? Because you chose to do what you did to them. Nobody, I'm not like that. We was raised by the same people. I don't feel any need. When my kid's mother and I would argue, I would leave. I would leave. And every time she'd be blocking the door, you know, all this, but I would get up out of there. Because I don't know what I'm capable of. I don't want to do something that I don't, you know, that I regret. So I'm like, let me get out of here. So I would leave. This is not an opportunity because she going in on me. Now it's an opportunity for me to get physical with her. No. It's just not in me. Yes, Kai Frost was arrested and released the day T Hill was pop out. Just in case she wasn't
wrong information. They tried to find him. They sent the little SWAT team with the little shit with the big iron. They came and he was taken into handcuffs. I told you that was wrong. They tried to find him. They sent the little SWAT team with the little shit with the big iron. They came and he was taken into handcuffs. I told you that was wrong. I don't condone that shit. I don't give a fuck whether or not. Like, I hear what y'all are saying, but y'all, like, you can't, like, I don't condone that.
Yeah. So Kai was definitely arrested and he was released. But nobody's talking about that though. That's what I don't get. I'm like, well, Kelsey said, and the sisters put that tea out there. They put that out there. The recording. That's from them. That's how I got out there. Why though with what? With Kai? I believe Kai was released due to all of the reports. The reports say, hold on, let me read that. Hold on. All of the reports say this. Kai Frost, the alleged murderer of THOOD, is being investigated possible self-defense. So everyone is still reporting that this was self-defense. The number one reportings on this situation is that he was just. Because he got arrested. So he would still either be in a jail holding or prison. Well, not necessarily prison, usually. Go there after they find you guilty. But yeah. So thus far, Kai was arrested the day of, and Kelsey again said it out of her own mouth from her house.
Information. They tried to find him. They sent the little SWAT team with the little shit with the big iron. They came and he was taken into handcuffs. I told you that was wrong. I don't condone that shit. I don't give a fuck whether or not. Like, I hear what y'all are saying, but y'all, like, you can't, like, I don't condone that shit. It's more to the story, so I don't.
Well, I don't understand how they would let him out if you told them that your brother shot Tim and they supposed to have him. Okay, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna find out.
Now, I believe that that's T Hood's mom talking to her. She stated that Kelsey told the police that Kai ended T Hood's life. And he was arrested. So the mother saying, I believe this is Tevin's mother, stating, well, why did they release your brother? Like, why is he not in jail if you told them that? Self-defense. Is what because y'all want him to be set up so bad.
I don't condone that shit. I don't give a fuck whether or not. Like, I hear what y'all are saying, but y'all, like, you can't, like, I don't condone that shit. It's more to the story, so I don't know.
Well, I don't understand how they would let him out if you told them that your brother shot Tim and they would.
They let him out because it was self-defense. Because that's the what other reason would they let him out? What other reason? Yes, he was detained for questioning. That's it. He was never arrested. I mean, well, technically, with the handcuffs and stuff putting on him, being detained is technically being arrested. They can shoot during the detainment. They can choose to go and lock you up, or they can choose to release you. But either way, it's still being arrested. Like any handcuffs and stuff being put on you, you're being arrested. You can also be detained just by sitting there. Just by sitting at the police department, you're detained. But when they put handcuffs and stuff on you, they usually do it because they feel that you may have had some type of criminal intent behind what just happened. So for our protection and other people, we're going to arrest you, question you, and we'll go from there, is usually what happens. And I believe the police didn't treat it as a hostile like crime scene when they got there due to the report. If it was being reported that a woman was there being beat, and whatnot by this male, the woman's brother appears to defend, like, blah, blah, blah. So if someone attacks you and you walk away, there are consequences. Walking away after attacking someone, again, we don't exactly know what happened. That has not been put out. Not at all. We don't know what happened. We don't. But judging by the energy and the things that were transpiring, if T Hood was out there getting into a verbal situation with Kai, if there was any threats or anything like that going on, that it also could be a reason of self-defense, not just the sister got up. So it happened in Georgia. So due to their laws would be how they would decipher if it was self-defense or, because I'm putting it to you like this. Again, we don't know everything, right? We don't. If it was cold-blooded, just pow, 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 taking his life, he would be in jail. He would be in jail. Rashida don't have no power. She got bags up under her eyes. And the husband's a girl. Kirk don't have no power. I don't know. Let's not make the Frost presidential. Let's not make them presidential. They're not. Basic. All of them. All the way down to the grandchildren. Talentless. Basic. So yeah, we're not going to make them presidential. We're not going to make things like Trump's sister, daughter and son just had this situation go on. We're not going to make it seem like the Jacksons just, We're not going to make it seem like the Kardashians, like Rob Kardashian just pow Tristan for Khloe. They have power. They have power. The Frosts don't. So this is what confuses me with the sisters and whatnot. If he's not in jail, there is a reason behind that. Like, what does Georgia get out of not arresting him? What? A free concert from Rashida? Don't nobody want to hear that hoe? And don't nobody want to see Kirk with the 3 earrings. They're like, Kelsey can't rap. She just rap a little faster than Rashida, but she sound like a mouse. Minnie Mouse on the beat. Squeaky. Yeah, we don't want to hear that. Not at all. And Kai gay. You think he'd be happy to go to prison? Much pole as he get to smoke. He'd be right at home. Yeah. He took out a function. So again, why is he not in jail? Again, something happened in the regard to where the police, to where Georgia feels like I was good. Even with further investigating, if during the investigation he could still be incarcerated. He could still be incarcerated. He sure could. And till they get more details, or if they get less details, then they drop the charges against him. But he's not being charged with anything. What is he being charged with? Chuck said, did she press charges? The mother? The mother and sisters? Are you saying, did they press charges on Kai? Or did Kelsey press charges on THOOD for what he did to her? Shout out to Javi to go. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you. Kelsey. I don't think so. I mean, unless it's the charges against THOOD, but I don't see any charges she can like press against her brother. He was protecting her from what it sounds like. All in all, love you. Thank you, sweetie. So no, I don't believe she pressed any charges. Indoor camera. I mean, yeah, the camera's got everything that we needed to see. That girl has been going through this for quite some time. And that's unfortunate that she had to go through all of that. And then I don't even feel like Kelsey's wrapped her head around what has happened, because how can she? It's way too much going on. It's way too much going on. Correct. And in my opinion, again, the women can speak. You know, I don't have any issue with THOOD's family speaking and wanting answers. And I mean, why wouldn't you? I get it. But I just think that they should go I would go a different route. Seeing what has really been going on. There's no excuse for what he was doing to her. No excuse. I don't care if she was cheating. I don't care if she was annoying. There's no reason. No reason for it besides it made him feel good to put his hands on her. He enjoyed it. A lot of people that are taking women through DV enjoy taking them through it. That's why they'll find anything. The smallest thing is enough. The smallest thing. Oh, you cook? Why you ain't make no cornbread? Just anything. They'll look for anything because they're cowards. They're cowards. So, you know, a lot of them need therapy. A lot of them need to talk. They got a lot of stuff bottled up and whatnot. And they take that out on the people, because we hurt the people we love the most. We all do. But that's taking it to a whole nother level. Creative says, why do people say women deserve that kind of treatment for saying them? Yeah, I could never even support someone that says that women deserve that. No one deserves. Men don't deserve that either. And a lot of men go through it too, to where their women will come in and do all type of stuff to them, hurt them, harm them, and they stick around. They allow them to do so. It's just a smaller ratio of men going through it than women. It's a way higher ratio of women going through that than men. But nobody deserves that treatment. No child, and children go through it too. They go through it as well. It's not fair. Most abusive people are abusive to the whole household. You know, sometimes you luck up and they will more so keep it towards the adult in the home, but a lot of times nobody's off limits. No one, you know, is off limits. How old is her son? I'm not exactly sure how old Kelsey's son is. I know she has one because he was on Love and Hip Hop with her. So I do remember her introducing her son and Kirk. It was a scene with her, Kirk, and yeah. So I know she has a son. I don't know exactly how old he is. I don't want to guess, but he's not that. I'm sure he's under 10. I think I'm sure, like under 10 or around 10, something like that. Because he was a little littler. He was smaller when she got showed him. But yeah, so he's not like he's like a teenager or anything like that. But is Kelsey's son from THOOD? I do not believe so. No, I believe because the women did not speak of her son from what I was listening to last night on Ratchet. So no, I don't believe that that's his son. I believe it was from a prior relationship. Yeah, I don't think so. Hi, Tamiko, show hi. Yeah, so I don't believe so. Thank God. So yeah. Go live, ho. Don't worry about what I'll talk about. T-Hood has a daughter. Yes, I saw that. I definitely saw that. They even spoke about here, trust. I'm hearing it to you. Oh, okay. Okay, this is all on his head too. Yeah, I think it's, if anything, wild. I think it's sad that Kelsey has had to go through all of this publicly. I think that's sad. I think it's sad that he was taking her through what she was going through. I think it's sad that his sisters don't find fault in that. And I say the sisters don't find fault in it because they're walking around trying to defend. There's nothing to defend. Wait till the police conduct their investigation, get the information. But right now, y'all should just be grieving. That's what I feel. Get together, come together, love on one another. I guess remember him, I guess. But yeah, I feel no way. Like, I don't think it's a sad situation or anything like that. I applaud Kai for defending his sister. I applaud it. And sometimes people don't want to hear things like that because it can sound harsh. No, it's honest. I'm being honest. I have 2 daughters. God forbid, but if my son would have had to defend one of his sisters in that way, I would be proud because that's what I taught my son to do. Protect your sisters. Always protect them. So if that's what Kai did, and Kelsey and Kai are close. If you look back on pictures of the family and stuff like that, they spend a lot of time together. So they are close, you know, really close. It's not them just being related, they're close, you know. So yeah, I would be proud of my son. Now I wouldn't be bragging about it because it's still insensitive. People still loved T-Hood. You know, he still has family, friends, a daughter, you know, whatnot. So no, I don't think it's anything to rub in anybody's face, but am I gonna lose any sleep? Not at all. Sleep like a baby, knowing that my baby is fine, knowing that my baby is no longer being punched out of her sleep, drug out of the bed, stumped and kicked and spat on, and I would sleep like a baby. I sure would. Yeah. I'd be just as rested as T-Hood is right now. Because, yeah, it's not insensitive. Not at all. Being insensitive would be for me to come at Kelsey. That's insensitive. Someone that was just in a DV relationship, and the DV relationship, it didn't end because she wanted it to. It wasn't going to end. It wasn't. She wasn't ready. She was not ready to end the relationship. It took him to die for them to part. She didn't break up with him. It's temporary. It's part of being in DV. You go back and forth. Your ground zero is your ground zero. Your breaking point is your breaking point. There's no manual to when it happens, when it's going to come, when your enough is enough. All that happens on its own. So as much as we love our family and our friends and we don't want to see them go through anything like that, it don't matter what Kai would have said, he would not have been able to convince Kelsey to leave T-Hood. Kirk, Rashida, no, they wouldn't have been able to convince her to. It's something that she has to find within herself. And then she's ready. And then that's when the family comes in and supports her. Supports the decision that she's making. Sometimes you got to let people go through something to realize that they shouldn't be going through it. You know, if you know how our parents are, you know, we meet a boy or a girl, and they don't necessarily have the best feeling of them. The more they say that they don't like the person, the more we're going to be intrigued. The more we're going to want to try to figure out, well, what don't this person like? Why don't my mom like you? Why doesn't my dad like you? Like, what? Why does my brother want to rip your head off? You know, that intrigues you. So the relationship still may not work out, but you're damn skippy gonna approach it more, just based off of now you're curious. It's not about rebelling, not at all. A lot of times it's just now you're curious. Everyone's like, no, I wonder why. What's all the fuss about? You know, and curiosity peaks. So I think it's the same thing here. I don't think Kelsey would have rebelled against anybody. I just think she just wasn't ready. She wasn't ready to leave him yet. Y'all, he really must have been a dog walking in there. Yeah. Walking in there for that young man to use lethal force. My goodness, it's probably worse than we've seen, and that's scary, right? That's what I'm saying. Something transpired. That boy was demonic. How he put his hands on her. I don't blame them for what they did. I don't either. I really don't. See, some people talk about it. I'm really about that life. Like, I'm really about that. You know, when we think like, oh, if this person did this to that person, I'd do this, or I'd do that, I'll do this, I'll do that. Sometimes with some people, they say that those things happen and they don't do nothing. I'm not one of those people. Not at all. I'm all about action. When it comes to something as severe as what he was doing to her. So again, I see where their sisters are coming from. I understand they want answers, but they've talked to Kelsey umpteen times. If you don't have the answers now, you're probably never going to have them, because I feel like the investigation is pretty much like wrapped up. I think all the police pretty much got left to do is to close the
information. They tried to find him. They sent the little SWAT team with the little shit with the big iron. They came and he was taken into handcuffs. I told you that was wrong. I don't condone that shit. I don't give a fuck whether or not. Like, I hear what y'all are saying, but y'all, like, you can't, like, I don't condone that shit. It's more to the story, so I don't.
Well, I don't understand how they would let him out if you told them that your brother shot Tim, and they supposed to have him. Okay, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna find out.
So, yeah, please do it. Like, I'm asking the same questions. What I'm saying is, like,
okay, when can we get his things?
Yeah. So, Kelsey, to me, I just feel like she's being placed in a really hard place. You know, please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Yeah, I think that this is a really hard situation for anybody to be in. And I think that she knows that his family's hurting. She knows that his mom is hurting, you know, her being a mother herself and of a son. Yeah, I just think this is horrible. And I think she wants to appease both sides. I do. I think she wants to appease her mom's side, her brother's side of the family, or her side of the family, and THOOD's side of the family. I feel like when she talks to her side of the family, it's just that, you know, I'm sorry that, you know, Kai had to do what he had to do, but, you know, still at the same time, he had to do what he had to do. And then she talks to THOOD's family, it's just like, yeah, I'm just as confused as y'all. I got questions too. I think she just doesn't want everybody to, like, hate her. And she's going through a really hard time. Like, this is tough. Going through all of this, and it's not just him dying. What else was going on too? The videos and all that stuff of what he was doing to her, and that's a lot to drink in. Like, it's a lot going on, you know. And it's unfortunate that she has to deal with this. And why I cannot empathize with THOOD's family. Let me show you why. Why I can't sympathize with them, and it's just why I just don't really care how they feel right now.
Wrong information. They tried to find him. They sent the little SWAT team with the little shit with the big iron. They came and he was taken into handcuffs. I told you that was wrong. I don't condone that shit. I don't give a fuck whether or not. Like, I hear what y'all are saying, but y'all, like, you can't, like, I don't condone that shit. it's more to the story, so I don't.
Well, I don't understand how they would let him out if you told them that your brother shot Taylor. They supposed to have him listen. Okay, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna find out.
So yeah, please do it. Like I'm asking the same questions. What I'm saying is like.
Okay, when can we get his things, Kay?
So that's why. Have you heard any of these family members call and ask Kelsey how she's doing? I haven't heard any family members apologize, even on behalf of THOOD. Be like, I'm sorry what he was taking you through. You know, I wish we could have done more. You know, but we can't control him. Unfortunately, we could. That would have never happened to you. Like, y'all look like bad people. It's like no wonder why THOOD was how he was. If this is how y'all handle situations, because y'all so concerned about a justice when look at what happened to this girl. Look at what he was doing to her. She will never get the proper justice that she should have got, like him getting incarcerated and going to jail for what the he was over there doing to her. But everything is about y'all. Everything is about Tevin. Everything is about, oh, well, when can we get his stuff? And, well, I don't understand why your brother ain't it. Why y'all saying it like a homeboy pow-powed him? That's her brother. So y'all annoyed that her brother? We don't know why they didn't take your brother away from you for the rest of your life. He took ours. Like, what? Like, are y'all okay? Why y'all acting like he spilled some Kool-Aid on her blouse and Kai came over there and ended his life for it? Why y'all acting like that? Why y'all acting like y'all didn't see the videos that we saw? Y'all don't care about the videos. Just how we look at it, how I feel, how y'all look at those videos of what T. Hill was doing to her, y'all feel like she deserved it. In my humble opinion. Y'all feel like she deserved it. Just like the media and social media is looking at your brother like he deserved what Kai did to him. He deserved it. I feel like that's how y'all look at it. Y'all feel like what T. Hood did to her, oh well. Y'all making posts talking about if he would have never met her and all that, basically saying it's all her fault. How? So it's her fault that your brother is abusive. That's her fault. Not the people that raised him. It's Kelsey's fault. If Kelsey wasn't how she is, he would have never, what? If he would have never met her, he would have been pummeling on another woman. That's all. Because when it's in you, it's in you. It's that simple. It's in you. There is no perfect woman, just like there is no perfect victim. If he was going to put his hands on Kelsey, he's going to be putting his hands on everybody else. I can pretty much guarantee Kelsey's not the only woman that he did this to. Not at all. Because again, when it's in you, it's in you. That's it. See, it's not in me to do that. That's why I don't understand it. That's why it repulses me to watch a man do that to a woman, because I just don't understand. Why? And a lot of times these niggas can't tell you why. It's because she said this, because she did that, no. Again, there's no reason. None. Because she keep capping. She keep playing on my top. She keep going through my phone. She this, she that. So that's a reason to go in there and ball up your fist and do what you was doing to her. It's not. And you are a coward. Any man that's doing it, you're a coward. You're weak. Literally weak. Strength, a man will equate himself to his own, to his equal. A woman is not. She isn't. So, and again, she warned y'all. She talked to your mom about it. She said, and she didn't have to do that. Ugh. She cared about him so much, was protecting him so hard, protecting her abuser so hard, that she even sent y'all messages like, hey, he's over here. Your son keeping his hands on me. He gotta go. Like, girl, I don't know what to do. And what did y'all do? Because saying nothing is enabling. It's the same thing. The same thing. I feel the only reason y'all didn't say anything, especially your mom, T-Hood's mother, is because she was scared of him too. I feel like all y'all scared of him. Sad he's gone, but a little relieved. I'm keeping it real with you. Sad he's gone, but a little relieved. I think all y'all was scared of him. Because if you're not scared of somebody, you can have a conversation with them. You can talk to them about it, but when you know somebody is short-tempered or they're really hot-headed, they don't like when people try to get in their business, if you don't approach it usually. If you feel like they're going to KILL the messenger, you just keep the message. But if you feel like you can truly talk to him about any and everything, then you would have. If you wasn't afraid of him, you would have had a conversation with him. Shout out to Dayla. Thank you for the super secret, sweetheart. She says, Tina's family knew exactly who he was. 100%. 100%. They knew. They knew who he was. That's why the mother, when Kelsey messaged her and said that her son was over there putting his hands on her, she was not surprised. It wasn't, oh girl, he did what? What you talking, what? Call me. No, he did not. Not my son. It wasn't none of that. She said, okay, thanks. That's what we got. That's what she said. She said, okay, thanks. Or, oh, thanks. Or something like that. So when the daughters were on Ratchet TV last night, I'm like, yeah, y'all really can't clean this up. You really can't. Because if your mom was a reactor, if she responded to this situation, you should be able to show the response. Besides, thanks, what happened? She never followed up with Kelsey because Kelsey didn't say she did. And there's also no messages or anything to prove so. Of her reaching out to Kelsey like, yeah, I did talk to my son. I'm really hopeful that if y'all do get back together, if y'all still together, that this don't happen anymore. But if it does, please call me right away. Even if he's just getting like really upset, just call me over there. I'll come. Or I'll send his sister, one of his sisters or something, to try to calm him down or separate y'all, or something like that. But because a real mother, it's another reason why I can't respect T-Hood's mom. Because a real mom would have encouraged her son to stay away. And not just her son, the woman too. As a woman, why would you encourage them to stay together? Why? She's sending that message about her son, your son putting his hands on her. You should tell her, girl, you need to get the fuck away from him. Girl, I'll come over there right now and get all his stuff. Just like she's sending this message. Just like she's sending this video.
They supposed to have him listen. Okay, so I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna find out.
So yeah, please do it. Like I'm asking the same questions. What I say is like.
Okay, when can we get his things, Kay?
When can we get his things, Kay? That's what you should have said when she had messaged you. Save her. Because saving her would have been saving him. This is why you don't ignore it. That's why you do something. Even if you're talking, it's enough to, even if they're about to make that decision again, they'll at least hear you in the back of their mind. It'll be freshly on their subconscious that, my mom did just talk to me about this. Or my sisters did just talk to me about this. And as a man that has sisters, it's like, why would you be out there doing that anyway? Because these would be the first ones. If one of his sisters called him and said a dude was over there doing da-da-da to him, he'll want to run over there and hurt him. Hypocrite. Hypocrite. It's very hypocritical. Very. It's fine for you to sit over here and beat on somebody's sister, but can't nobody put their hands on yours? Shouldn't you go over there and give the other guy a high five? Give him tips on where else to hit her? Because that's what you do, right? Why can't he? Why can't I date one of your sisters right now and just pummel him? See, they're not thinking that far. Because he's not too bright. And honestly, that's what the family gives too. Like, y'all not too bright. Not at all. Not bright at all. Because this isn't the time to be speaking. If it's just to raise awareness about what happened to the brother, then I would understand that. But y'all don't even know what happened to him. How y'all calling foul play that, saying that it wasn't self-defense? Y'all saying all of these things, but have no proof. Saying he was set up. With what are you talking about? None of that makes any sense. What? Yeah, he does have a daughter, and I would be messed up if I said that this is gonna be her karma, dating a guy like her dad. Most women look for their father, so I would hate to think, as a grandmother, you would call the police on him when I be giving her not correct. Mm-hmm. See, they're trying to defend. There's no defense. There's no defense. Not everybody a detective in family when they should have been detecting his right. That I don't understand. I don't understand. That's why I'm like, I wouldn't be speaking right now. I would to at least have more details. And they're saying that they kept saying on Ratchet Show 2 that certain things they couldn't speak on because of the investigation. What investigation? What investigation? Mm-hmm. If Kai's story, he got there, and what was happening to his sister was either still happening, just finished, or he kept trying to approach his sister again and whatnot, we don't know the story. So it don't take, self-defense don't mean you pow him in the middle of pulling his fist out of his sister's face. No, that's not, go research what self-defense means. Like, go actually research it before you start to judge it and be like, oh no, it wasn't because he was pow in the back and this and da. Just like stand your ground law. It don't matter if somebody's leaving your property. If you pow them on your property, you stood your ground. Whether it's in their back, whether it's in their chest, whether it's in their foot, whether it's in their arm, whether it's in their head, it's standing your ground. So now when you defend yourself with self-defense claims, it has to be in the front, it has to be in the chest or in the face. I don't understand that. What does that mean? So self-defense in Georgia is only if it's shots to the chest. Like, that's a rule? That's a rule there. Because I'm confused. Because that's what I'm hearing a lot of people say. Oh, in Georgia, self-defense, you cannot pow them in the back and da. Then where does Georgia say to pow? Hurry up. Quick to say what you can do, but, can't do, but slow at saying what you can. Then where are you supposed to pow him at? Where does Georgia say you're supposed to do it? Hurry up. Please. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, okay. Even the family. Because I'm sure they're letting people hit them up saying that, oh, girl, he was pow in the back, so you know in Georgia, girl, that's not self-defense, so it was something else. They have to have done something else to him. What? 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 So because he was pow in his back, something else happened. He was set up. Where are y'all getting that? And the family is going around saying that. The family also said, the sisters, they also said that his other brother was there and that his brother did it too. Because I was confused. I'm like, please don't get over here on Ratchet TV and get dementia. Please don't do Ratchet like that. Please don't do him like that. I'm like, how y'all over here get dementia? How? Because I have the messages right here. Guerrero. This is what one of the sisters that was on his show last night posted. Okay? And if you wonder what this says, it says, this is the other brother, the one who said his ankle hurt. He SOHT'd him also, but left the scene before the police came. He also stated that his sister called him to the property for help. So why didn't y'all talk about that? We didn't say that. Y'all said that. Y'all said that multiple brothers showed up and that multiple brothers with multiple weapons powed him in the back. Although Kelsey said the police came and only took Kai and released him. And he's black. Barely. But and he's black. So what y'all got now? What Rashida and Kirk don't own a piece of Atlanta. They don't even own their properties, mortgaged. Where's all this protection coming in? What protection? I'm confused. Like, and then it's an improvement. Jada, you were on the show last night. Jada, that's you. Okay, Jada, that's you. Jada. Mm-hmm. You said that's not towards the comments. That's for all the ignorant comments. They know they didn't even make sense. If it's self-defense, you wouldn't run from the scene. You would stay at the scene because you did nothing wrong. Kelsey says,
wrong information. They tried to find him. They sent the little SWAT team with the little shit with the big iron. They came and he was taken into handcuffs. I told you that was wrong.
They came and he was taken into handcuffs. He didn't leave. All the report outlets stated the same thing, that Kai stayed at the scene. He did not leave. But you said that he did leave. You also said that the other brother left too. You said 2 weapons were pointed at your brother, at his back, and both men fired the weapons into his back, and both of them left. Are y'all okay? Y'all should probably just go rest and chill out and let the police finish their investigation and then go from there. Because as of right now, I don't feel like Kai's going to jail. He would already be there. How long does it take? It happened on the 6th? What's that, the 15th? What's that, 14th, 15th? 16th. Are y'all okay? When is his funeral? I feel like y'all should be focused on things like that instead of trying to go around because y'all know that his reputation is tarnished. The little reputation that he had as a rapper, because again, none of us even knew who he was. Keeping it real, I had no idea who he was. I said, who? When I first heard the news. I said, T-who? T-Pain. They said, no, T-Hood. T-who? Who? So he was definitely a local talent. Because, yeah, who? Yeah, I had never heard of him. Hi, Miss Juicy Reviews, babes. Love you. They had the funeral? No, not yet. They gonna sue Watch. I could see that happening. I could see that, but I don't see. But you can't sue for self-defense. Now, wrongful, stuff like that, you can sue for. But yeah. You can't sue for self-defense. You can be like, well, he still took my brother's life, although Don't work like that. They also said Kurt them was around the corner waiting on them hiding. And that's nothing too. I keep hearing hiding. I don't think anybody's hiding. I just think the block is hot. I just think the block is hot. No civil suit. It depends on what they filed his passing under. Rather homicide. If it's homicide, then Kai should be getting arrested and facing trial or whatever. But if it's self-defense, I don't see a civil suit coming out of that. I don't see how you could sue. Like, what would you be suing for? I don't know how that would work. Now, wrongful or homicide, yeah, you can sue for that. But not if it's listed as self-defense. There's nothing to sue for. A person whose life was in danger, and the person's life was taken to prevent the danger from happening to that person. So, you know, there's no wrongful in that. There's really no pain and suffering besides natural pain and suffering from loss, and that's natural. So, he was beating him inside of, yeah, he was. He was. No excuse. No excuse. But yeah, but I would encourage you to go over and watch. Shout out to Ratchet TV. I would love to hear what y'all think of what the family members had to say over there. It was a lot of stuff they couldn't speak on, which, why, I don't know. Because I'm like, well, none of you are being investigated. I'm like, well, none of you are being investigated. So, what can't y'all talk? Y'all wasn't there. Y'all don't know shit. I said, so why y'all can't answer these questions? The audio of Kelsey saying that he got arrested and that none of that should be out either. If there's an investigation going on, because couldn't it be used against all of y'all? Because all of y'all on the call. I'm like, why y'all can't say that again? Y'all are being investigated. And your brother is gone. And he also ain't the brother that, now I see Kelsey not saying anything. Yeah, it's like, Kelsey, yeah, but you try to be quiet until, you know, this gets worked out. But the side of the deceased, I don't see what y'all would be holding back on. Because as of right now, the police are looking at it as, because I can call right now. I was going to wait till Monday. But I could call right now because I called on Friday. Yesterday, Friday. And asked if Kai was in jail. And they said no. They looked at him and they're like, nope, we don't have him in our system. So Kai Frost is not arrested. Okay. And with the investigation, if it is an investigation going on, which, whatever. If there is an investigation going on, it's Saturday, y'all. So I have to call the non-emergency line, and they usually don't have much information. They'll just call, and that, because you have to speak to a police officer. And calling right now there, I'll be just talking to dispatch. On Monday, it's always the police. It's the weekend, so it's a high probability it's not going to be any police officers saying that. They're just going to take my information, and then a cop will call when they come either into the precinct or have a moment. And that could be hours from now. It could be in 5 minutes from now, or tomorrow, or, you know, because it's the weekend, so they have less officers in the precinct on the weekends. They're usually out, like patrolling, you know, and all that stuff. So as I said, it's Saturday, so it's Georgia, like very busy state. So yeah, a lot of crime. So yeah, they're pretty busy. So that's why I'll call Monday, because then we could talk to somebody like right then and there. Usually they could transfer you to a police officer like right away. So, but I will call. And again, that's what I say. If there's an investigation going on, it don't seem that way, because Kai's not arrested. So what are they investigating? I don't get that. And their names aren't going to come up anyway. They weren't there. So I don't see what they can't talk about. What can't y'all talk about? What can't they talk about? Like, I don't get that. They can't sue for wrongful death. Good luck with photographs, police reports, and multiple in-home camera videos of him beating the victim. Good luck. Good luck with that. Now, if it's something that just happened at random and like none of that was involved, then yeah, they would have a strong case. But good luck. Good luck trying to show a judge that it wasn't a criminal that was in that relationship with that woman. That it wasn't a coward in a relationship with her. They're not about to issue a coward a huge lump sum of money. It's just not happening. So good luck, because they would need it. I feel like I'm not a judge, and I would look at that as frivolous. If it's proven self-defense, I see those pictures of her, I see those videos of what he was doing to her. Get this out of here. Get this off of my desk. Literally. Get this off my desk. Because they would be suing Kai, right? They would be suing Kai. I'm sure that would be Kai's defense. This is what was happening to my sister. I had to protect her. In Georgia, I can protect her. I protected her. Because what would their defense be? What would the family's defense be? He had clearly been doing that to Kelsey for quite some time. Now, I don't know exactly how long, but for a while, he had been doing that to her. So it's not like Kai would have been malicious, because if it was malicious, then why didn't Kai do it the first time finding out about this? Or was that Kai's first time finding out about it? What if Kai didn't know? Although he was rumored to have been like living there with him. What if he had no idea? Because usually cowards do it alone. So he'll wait till Kai's not there and do what he needs to do to her. Because as you see, Kai was not there while it was happening. Kai came to the house. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? He wasn't there. So how do we know if Kai even knew? Kelsey and Kai were close, but again, women are very creative. There's makeup, all type of things, like very creative. Very. And Kelsey gives that she was protecting her abuser. So you best believe she's going to cake up that makeup and, have them sunglasses on, have her hair in a certain style to, cover a lot of that stuff up so people aren't asking her questions. And wondering, because nobody's about to see her with a black eye, those abrasions and stuff to the side of her face and all of that, and that care about her and just, walk past like they don't care. No, they're going to question her. Girl, what happened to you? Wait a minute. Oh, girl, I know people that care about her are going to question her. They're going to know. And so besides a best friend, I could see her telling a really close girlfriend about what's going on, because a lot of times women can relate to one another, or they just feel boxed in and they feel alone and they don't want to go through this alone because can't talk to the person that's doing it to you about it. So sometimes you need to vent. So I can see her venting to a friend, but I don't see her, not somebody that's going to protect her. So I don't see her talking to many men about it. I can see her talking to women, but not men. And her and Kai are close. So with her and Kai being close, I don't think that she would have had those type of conversations necessarily with him. It's possible, she could have. But I doubt it, because I think he would have did something sooner if he went to, when it's drastic as to take a weapon and, because, some people start off with just, throwing hands with each other. And if you go straight to grabbing a weapon and block, then it's just yeah, you were at your wit's end with this. Or I think that he didn't necessarily know about what was going on. He got there, he saw his sister's face. That man is out there, popping his ish, saying basically her and everybody else, and he gonna do what he wanna do, blah, 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 blah. Tempers flaring, them to exchange words. Yeah. they said her and Kai wasn't close. Well, that's confusing because Kai like lived with her. And if you look on her social media and his social media, they're in a lot of pictures together. They're in a lot of pictures together. And I don't need to be extremely close to somebody to protect them. Not at all. Not at all. I have distant cousins that I've only met 2-3 times, and I still do the same thing for them. Yeah. Correct. I'll do it for my nieces, my nephews. Like I will. We don't have to be like Siamese close for me to protect you. We don't. I do it for a stranger. I'm about to sit there and watch a man do all that to him. Like, I will literally interject. Even if it's me just saying, like, stop. Even if it's just me calling the police. Like, I'm not just going to watch it. I'm not. My man will tell you the same thing. Like, we saw this couple. They were, like, broke down on the side of the street. And he was, like, spitting on her. And I couldn't exactly see what he was doing to her because his body was inside of the car and she was inside the car, but he had like a lot of movement. Like as he was saying, I called the police. I sat right there. I called police. I get the license plate number, the street, all of that. I don't play those games. I don't play those games. And I sat there and we both did. We sat there in the car until the police got there. I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not just, and I made a full report. I told the police exactly what I saw, and I gave them my name. So I just got a no-ho. I gave my first, middle, and last name. Like, yeah, I'm not scared of this hoe. Yeah, let them know where I live at. You want to find a man, I'm all for it. So it's just whatever. So yeah, we don't play those games. So yeah, and that was a stranger. I could have just kept going to mind my business, but what if he would have like ended her life? What if he just felt like he was just angry with her in that moment, and he was just gonna hit her a couple times, and they go from here to she ain't moving no more. He put his hands around her neck and all of a sudden she's not moving no more. Because that's all it takes. That's it. I don't know why people feel like DV equivalates to years of it. Most DV ends in death. Most of it. Yes. That's how it ends. Stop it. You know, that's what you prevent it. So it was, and I think this was a way of God showing her. It's just like, look, it's either you or him. It's either you or him. You know, at this point. Shout out to Loki. Thank you so much for the cash up, Loki. I love you. I love you, Loki. Oh my God, I love you. You're so sweet. Thank you so much, babes. We I lost my auntie to it. Right. And I feel so bad for women. Because being I can imagine how it would feel to be in a relationship with somebody and you're not in a relationship with them no more, but they still control you. Like you scared of everything. You scared to go home. You scared to leave your kids certain places with certain people because of them just stopping by and taking them, going up to the school, taking them, even like them just showing up to where you are, showing up, walking through your door anytime in the night, kicking the door in if you ain't got the key, still having their way with you. I can imagine what type of prison that will feel like, and a lot of women are going through that every single day, to where they are in a living hell, a hell on earth, to where this person treats them as property, as if they own them. And most women will even try to feed what the guy wants just to make it easier, because they tried to break up, they tried to walk away, they moved, all of that. He just keep finding them. It's just, and then when the dude fully loses control or feels like he's lost control, then he'll end her life deliberately. There's a lot of eyes, you know, and whatnot. Take her life, then take his own. You know, I like a lot of that stuff, and it's getting higher and higher and higher and higher. Like it's happening way more often, you know, than it used to. And I think it's because it's being left unchecked. Ain't nobody calling these men out how they should be calling them out. saying nothing is enabling. And I think that this is THOOD's family's fatal mistake, because this does not fall on Kelsey. This is y'all fault at the end of the day. This is THOOD mama and his daddy fault. Now, it's not their fault that he's abusive and that he's putting his hands on people. No. But you should always have that parent-child relationship with your kid, even when they're grown. Because you are the teacher. We experience things before they experience them. So it may be in a different way, but it's the same experience. So if you were bullied in high school, just because I was in high school years ago, doesn't mean that I didn't feel the same way you felt when they're bullying you. It's just they're bullying you differently. You know, I was being bullied because I had a new Jordans. You being bullied because you got an old iPhone. But it still feels the same. Pointless, but still feels the same. So, this is what we're here for, to guide. And I feel like certain people get to the point where even with their adult children, they stop guiding. You know, at 18, you're done raising. That's when you start guiding them into adulthood. And then when they're ready, when they're doing and showing you all the signs that they're ready, you let them go. You let them fly. And they can come fly back in the nest whenever they need to, just to exit again. You know, that's when you let go. You let go when they're doing what they need to do. But if your kid is just off the rails, then that means that it's not time to let go. That means there's still more work to do. Some kids are easier. Some kids just get it together. You know, they just, you know. And then some don't. Some need a little bit of extra assistance. Or assistance a little bit longer, but it don't mean give up. Even if he is short-tempered and, you know, having that conversation with him is going to upset him, then approach it differently. It doesn't mean don't approach it. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean don't say anything because you know he gonna get mad. Don't say anything because he paying your bills. He just helped you with your rent. So what you look like saying something, you look like a mother saying something. What his sisters look like saying something, do you look like a sister saying something? That's what you would look like. Somebody that loved him saying something. I don't pay attention to the nice things my family say about me. I would always pay attention to the negative things. And the reason I pay attention to the negative things is because they're telling me the truth. They're telling me stuff that my friends won't. Now, I could smell like a barn. And 9 times out of 10, how these fake people be out here, they're not going to say a word. They're just going to wait until I'm gone or I'm not present, and then they speak among each other and say, ooh, you should smell Sean. Ooh, he was girl. Ooh, he stink, girl. He funky. He always funky. But you'll go in front of your family, and family will be like, Pew, get in the shower. Go get in the shower. Now, you could think that they're insulting you. They're not. Go smell good. That's all they're telling you. If I smell you, I know other people do. So go get in the tub, wash yourself real good, so when you go into public again tomorrow, when you go to school or whatnot, you won't go smelling like, people ain't talking behind your back. Because I can promise you, they are. If you walked in the door and even shit yet and I already smell you, I can only imagine how the people on the bus feel, the people in the classroom feel, all the people that got to sit in close conference of you. So yeah, it may come off a little harsh, may come off a little rude, but in all actuality, they care about you. So it's all in how you approach it. So I feel like if you change your approach with a lot of these things, they can be approached. Never approach your adult kid trying to tell them what to do. They're instantly going to be standoffish and rebel against what you are saying. More so offer like options. It's easier for them to drink in. If you're convincing them that the decision that you're putting in front of them is theirs to make, but you're kind of making it for them. Kind of manipulating, but in a good way. Like, it's a good manipulation. Manipulating somebody into doing positive things, it's not bad. Manipulating somebody into doing bad things is bad. But if you manipulate them, that's how I do it with my kids. I've always done that. I've always manipulated them into me getting my way. If I didn't feel like going out and get groceries and stuff, and I only had certain things in the house, and there was some chicken tenders, and I felt like making that for them, like, okay, I'm gonna make them these chicken tenders fries and give them like some grapes, something like that. I will offer 2 things. I would be like, oh, so do y'all want to eat this liver with Do y'all want to eat this liver? Or do y'all want these chicken strips and some fries and some grapes? Now, see, they think it's their decision, Lord. They I'm manipulating them. But it's a good manipulation. You know, manipulating them and feeling like they get a say when they really don't. Because I'm making these chicken, because that's all that's sitting out, as you see. If liver was an option, it'd be thawing, defrosting too. It's not. So it's just like, and I know you ain't gonna want that. So I always offer something I know they wouldn't want. Or something that's gonna take way too long. I'd be like, yeah, I know it's what, about 5:30. So I could warm up leftovers from last night, or I could defrost this turkey. Now it'd probably be ready a little around midnight. Y'all can eat these apples and oranges and all of that stuff as snacks until the turkey get done. Or I could just warm up what we had last night, go ahead and finish that on off. So now the turn, they think it's their decision. And it's not. But they think it is. They felt good about it. But okay, yeah, Dad, we'll take what you cooked last night. That wasn't bad. You know, we'll eat that. Because I'm hungry. And I'm hungry right now. You know. Mm-hmm. See, we don't do like white people do. White people go in there with their churn in the kitchen, they open up the refrigerator and the freezer and say, well, what do you want for dinner? Mm-mm. At restaurants, I was the same way. Don't you hand my child no menu. We will be here all day. Because, girl, you know how kids is. Look at burger or chicken. Which one? Don't you hand him no menu. Burger or chicken nuggets. Because we not about to be here all day. Your damn nerve. Coming here trying to pick and shit. Do you know how kids is? They pick the most expensive thing. Talk about some the New York strip steak. What is that? Who? Well, no. So you trick them. That's a little piece. Little piece of tricking them. That'd be all right. So that's just what that word. That's what I know. That's right. You get to right. Because we didn't have time for that. Now, when they got a little older, you know, like 12, 13, yeah, go ahead. You fine. You pick something for the cup. You know, it's fine. It's not a big deal. But before that, like 10 and under, oh no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't you hand that. Oh, no. Not at all. Girl, I do not miss those days. But, yeah, I kind of do. But, yeah, I just feel like, you know, there's options. Talk to him. You didn't. He's deceased. This is what it is. So we'll be back to this topic. It's definitely a situation that has been brewing. And let's get into Cardi B and Offset, y'all. Now, Cardi B just dropped her song for what was it? Imaginary Players. And she sampled Jay-Z's original Imaginary Player track. What this says to me is that I believe that Cardi B worked with Beyonce in some way, shape, or form. I do. I believe that we're going to get a Cardi B and Beyonce feature sometime in the future. I do. I don't think it's on this album, but I just feel like they're in the studio. What did y'all think about Imaginary Players? I think the visuals were everything. I think that Cardi B never misses with the visuals. Ever. Okay? Loved the video. I'm gonna pull up yeah. I loved the visuals for it. Like, the visuals went so hard. The visuals were hard. And I liked the song. I'm not against. I think that Cardi did a good job. It's different from her normal flow, I do think that she did, Cardi, she slid. I think Cardi slid on the beat. I'm not here to, like talk down on Cardi and to talk bad about Cardi and to compare her to other people. That is so annoying to me. I just don't get that. As soon as another rapper drops something, you just have people, oh, Queen, oh, Nicki, oh, Nicki. It's like, leave Nicki the alone. If Nicki want to drop something, she'll drop something. Like, why does she have to drop because Cardi dropped? Who the fuck is Cardi? That Nicki need to jump in the studio because Cardi in it. She been in it the last 7-8 years. So, yeah, I just find that annoying. I'm not gonna hold you. I find it extremely annoying. Want music from Nicki just because you just simply want it. Like, that's it. I just feel like leave Cardi B. Like, literally, leave Cardi B. Like, leave her alone. Like, let her enjoy herself with her fans. Let her do her rollout. Let her get in her bag. I feel like she looked great. This was one of the steals because I want to play the video because strike. I think Cardi looked great. Love the song Imaginary Players. I really like how she was skating and she was throwing shots at certain people. Hey, it is what it is. But I think Cardi should be able to enjoy herself. I think she should be happy. She's dropping some music. She's dropping an album, just what people have been asking for quite some time. But it's going on 8 years. Let the woman get in her bag. Like I just feel like that's so. Like only one person can rap. Like, yeah. Shout out to Cardi. Shout out to Barty Gang. Like, I don't understand that. But yeah, I don't think Imaginary Place is a flop. I think Imaginary Place is a hit. I think it's a hit song. Again, it's a different flow. I did not expect Cardi to have that type of flow with, her song. I liked it. I really like the video. The video go hard. The visuals are insane. I will say this about Cardi B. Cardi B is one of the most entertaining rappers in the industry. Correct. I think Cardi B is a vibe. I do. When Cardi gets on stage, I think Cardi is very interesting. From the dancing, all that, she's very entertaining. She is. This is why I've always wanted her, why I want her to come out with more music and stuff like that. I love to see Cardi perform. I've never been let down by her performing. I think she's a great time on stage. I think she likes to shock people when it comes to getting on stage and the things that she's going to do. Her performances are always big budgeted. I think she's one of the most entertaining rappers on the stage. I do. I love Nicki Minaj to pieces, but when it comes to performing, entertainment aspect, I would rather watch Cardi B. And then when it comes to rap, I obviously Nicki Minaj. I'm a huge Nicki Minaj fan. I just love all of Nicki's music. It's really not a song by Nicki that I don't like. Love it. But I just don't, I feel like if you're going to compare them like that. Like, let's not compare bars and stuff like that, because Nicki only spits bars. That's it. Cardi is fun. She wants to have a good time. Nicki, to me, is competing. To Nicki, it's a competition. To Cardi, I just don't feel like she's ever taken rap that seriously. I really don't. I feel like Nicki takes rap serious. I feel like rap is life to Nicki, and Cardi not the same. I think it's something that Cardi enjoys, but don't eat, breathe, and sleep it. The Cardis and the the Nickis and Kendrick Lamars and the Drakes and people like that. They eat, sleep, and breathe rap. They're always trying to find more innovative ways to make their bars better. And when I just don't see that with Cardi. I just think she just wants to have a good time. She wants to make music to all the strippers and the girls can shake their arse too. That's always what I've gotten from her. I like this whole serious rap. That's why I understand the comparison. I understood the comparison between Lil' Kim and Nicki Minaj because both of them were grinding in a competition, rapping, competing with the boys, type of situation. Never got that with Cardi. Always got here to enjoy myself. Here to have fun. Here to sell some records. Like, that's what I've always gotten from her. I don't know. So yeah, I just don't feel like there's a comparison. I feel that it's insulting to compare Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. How are you comparing somebody with one album about to be two to somebody like Nicki? That's like comparing Lauryn Hill to somebody. Lauryn Hill only has one album. Great album. Legendary album. But one. What are we comparing? Same thing with Cardi B. What are we comparing? Cardi's more of a brand girl, like in the endorsements and stuff like that. Not like, let's go skate on records with Kanye. And let's go skate on records with Jay-Z. Let's go skate on records with... She's never given that. Ever. Nicki gives that. Mm-hmm. Nicki's not a female rap conversation. Nicki's a rap conversation. She competes with the boys. She's not a... To me, like, she's devoured. She ate female rap a long time ago and spit it out. And, like, gave it to the girls to, like, play with. Nicki has conquered female rap. She is female rap. Shout out to all the legends. But Nicki is that girl of this generation and of the one that kind of just passed. She done ran like 2 generations of rap. Why are we comparing her to people that was on Love and Hip Hop? That's weird. That's weird. I'm like, she doesn't have the track record, catalog, nothing to go against a great like Nicki. Stop comparing them. It's gross. Like, it's annoying. Like, I get annoyed. I'm like, Barbs, please, stop. Like, can we stop? Can y'all let Cardi B beat? Just let her rock. Like, let her have a good time. Let her be her thing. Like, leave the girl out. You know? Like, I just don't get it. Like, I don't get the hype. You know, I really don't. If I'm going to compare Nicki to somebody, it's going to be like Jay-Z, Nas, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. Like, I'm comparing their bars against each other. I'm sorry, I like Cardi, but you can't. She don't have a song that you can put next to any Nicki song and be like, and compare. No. That was cute though. But it's just, no, Cardi's in her own lane. You know, Nicki in her own lane. To me, they don't derail. Cardi got about 3-4 more albums before they even, before you could even start discussing a Nicki and Cardi in the same sentence. You know, because I respect both women. I believe both of them are extremely talented. I do. I think Cardi's talented in her own way. She would have made it this far if she wasn't. You know, and I think, of course, you know, Nicki is queen. She deserves that title. She's earned that title. She has. So into these other legends, because like I don't even want to be hearing nothing about like no Queen Latifah, MC Lyte. Shout out to all of them for opening the door for a lot of rappers, and one especially females, because they did open the door. But they did not do what Nicki did. Nicki came in the game when the game was dominated by male rappers. Dominated. Right as they were closing the door pretty much on female rap in general, to where females really just wasn't getting much recognition, you know, when it came to rapping. You know, not the Eves, none of them really. You know, the door was being like shut, and it was being dominated by males again. And Nicki put her foot in the door. It was like, we here. She came and represented so hard that she was competing with the men. The reason female rap is the most dominant music, I should say right now, especially in hip hop, is because of Nicki Minaj. Fact. So if you sit around wondering why female rap is like at an all-time high, Nicki. Who else? Who? Now, there's plenty of influences, like the Little Kims and people like that, but Little Kim is no Nicki. No. Innovative, creative, lyricist, all those things. But she's never had a Nicki Minaj type of fame. She's never had a run as long as no female rapper has had a run as long as Nicki. Nobody. No one. That's what makes her legendary. Nicki could do music in 2040, it's gonna be hot. She could do music in 2060, it's gonna be hot. She could do music in 2070, it's gonna be hot. Nicki knows the sound, and she knows what people want to hear. So, Nicki is timeless. She's timeless. Nicki opened that door. So a reason why a lot of these girls, even the ones that don't like her, she's an influence. She definitely is. Ain't no whole rapping today talking about some Nicki Minaj didn't inspire me, please. Okay. Okay. Oh, you're hilarious. That's cute. That's cute, girl. Okay. But all right. So yeah, I just don't understand that. I think it's legendary that Cardi B is one of the first people to go off of reality television, because people didn't really take the reality stars seriously with their music. She opened that door for anybody that does come up off of like reality television or stuff like that. I feel like Cardi opened that door to let people know like your dream can come true. But other than that, she's not opening no doors for none of the girls. She only had one album. What doors? Inspiration, I could see Cardi B being, but she's not really opening doors for anyone besides the girls that's coming off of poles into the studio, and also girls that's on reality television, from throwing food across the table to in the studio. But other than that, she hasn't really opened up any doors yet, but she will. You know, I'm sure. You know, she will definitely. Cardi B opened the door and married rap. No, Beyonce did. Yes. Beyonce is the first female rapper to marry another rapper. That was cute though. That was cute. Beyonce is the first. Beyonce is a rapper too. Like she totally is. So Beyonce had a career. Yes, true. True. Trust her, yes. Don't do that. Trust her. Don't do that. Oh, Tara said, nope, Sean, nope, KRS-One. Tara, I'm young. I'm young. Mm-mm. I'm young. Tara, I'm young. I don't know nothing about all of it. I don't know nothing about all of it. I have to have been thought of, girl. Yeah. No, Pepper and Tretch, we can't use them. He was punching her all up in her eye and in her back and stuff. Mm-mm. We can't use that. That was toxic. No, it gotta be a good relationship. It gotta be a good one. I'm trying to remember. What's what? What about my China necklace? I was trying, like, the Illuminati said no. No, but sister, I'm old school. I know who they are talking about. I don't. KR1S. Who's that? Who's that? I am young. I am young. Dayla, I'm young. Don't do that. Dayla, I am young. I don't. I'm not about all these people. Y'all talking about I'm young. Y'all got y'all nerve. Y'all got y'all nerve. Bigger Down Productions. Ooh, not ringing a bell. Not ringing a bell. Was they from Motown? Roseanne said, what year was you born? 2000. Mm-hmm. Correct. So what about the cute guy from... What about him? Who said he was cute? Who said he was cute? Y'all love giving me people. Y'all love giving me people. Just because they don't look like Joe Robinson. Just because they don't look like Nutter. No, I am not 40. I am not. Not yet. I'm excited to turn 40 though. But not yet. I'm not 40 yet. And I'm not 39 either. So y'all love giving me people. But what about them? Anytime somebody that's decent to look at pops up on the screen, they be like, oh, look at Sean. I be like, oh my God. Like, y'all be on my robe. Like, y'all always be on me. I'm like, oh my God. I flirt with more women than I flirt with men on the show. Like, I really don't flirt with men at all. I'm always flirting with a girl, though. Wait till y'all see these next episodes. Y'all haven't seen the next ones. Wait till you see the next ones. Like, the next Shoot Your Shots. Yeah. It goes down. It goes down. I do fall in love. I do fall in love. I think it's the next episode that you guys will see. I like fall in love. Literally. Like right in front of y'all. I love this person. Y'all will see. Yeah, I'm young. I don't know nothing about Rev. So, shout out to Gossip in the Cities. Lord. Exclusive 2 weeks ago, Offset requested a DNA test of his youngest daughter during mediation session with Cardi B. Y'all know what Gossip Legislated done posted. Grill. He don't think they baby Blossom, because that's her name, she's so cute. He don't think Blossom is theirs, and then he posted this on his Instagram. Offset did. Maury. No, he is wrong. And I'm like, Offset, you know that baby, your baby. She is so cute. And she looks just like Culture. She looks like both of her siblings. She looks like Culture and Wade. But she looks just like when Culture was a baby. She's just a little darker. Just a little darker. That's all. Just a little tan. She's so cute. Have y'all seen Blossom? I have to show y'all Blossom. She is just too cute. She is so cute. So cute. Every time I see her, because she's always smiling. I'm just like, oh, Cardi, she's so cute. I just want to babysit. She's so cute. It's like, how could you deny her? She is so effing cute. Is that Blossom?
It'll be a very busy week.
Oh, hold on. That's all playing music. I have to show you guys Blossom. She's so cute. How stinking cute is she? Oh my God. She is just the cutest thing. And she looks just like Culture when Culture was a baby. Oh my yumminess. She is, I will hold her all day. I would never put her down. Oh, she's so cute. She's so cute and she has such a big personality. She is always smiling and laughing. Oh, she's just so cute. I love when Cardi shows her. I'm like, oh, she's so cute. She's just the cutest thing. Like, how could you deny a baby that pretty? Like, she's just so cute. I could never deny a baby that gorgeous. She's so pretty, a little chunky little thing. Oh my God, she's so cute. And I love when she laughs. Oh, she's just the cutest thing. So cute. So cute. Yeah. But he says that he wants a DNA test. You know that's your baby. You know that's your baby. Now you think it's Stephlon's? Her name is, yes, Roxy. She's so cute. She's just the cutest little thing. And now I guess he's stating that he doesn't think that Blossom is his child. And just her. Do you think it's because Blossom's darker? Do you think? Yeah, I think so too, Ro. And both of their albums are coming out at this time. The Divorce is coming to more so of like final. They're finalizing things, it seems. And I really think that, because he was just on a podcast with a DJ, who cares? And was saying how he messed up with Cardi, how he messed up their relationship. He's the reason of the divorce. And he was just admitting those things. And then you go from that to putting up Maury on your community wall, and during the mediation about the children and the custody and all that stuff, you said that you want a DNA test because Cardi B's asking for child support for all 3 children. Nah, that's not your baby. Is it? Because that's the only thing I can see. Him trying to hurt her, and because I really don't see. You've been cheating on her basically your whole marriage, so she deserved a lick back if she got one. But I don't. So in that regard, I don't really see how you can make her look badly. Like I don't. Even if she did cheat, like I don't think Cardi did. But if she did, so like, can you blame her? Like honestly, can you blame her? You know, because I don't think that Blossom is the last child that he done had. I think that he either has children older than Blossom by other women, or younger. All the cheating he done did. So yeah, I think that he's just trying to hurt her. Because Blossom is clearly his kid. But the only thing that I can see him not, the reason him thinking that she's not his, because she is darker than his other children. You know, Blossom is, little chocolate little thing. She's so cute. Because he never said that about Culture. He never said it about Wave. You guys act like this is the first time that has ever happened to a woman would have kids by a different man. Knock it off. We're not thinking that at all. Culture is his son. Daughter. Wave is his son. Why wouldn't Blossom? Why wouldn't she? He's been cheating on her since they were together. Why would he just want a DNA test for one kid? That's stupid. I would ask for a one on all my kids. I wouldn't ask just for just one. That's stupid. If I don't think one of my kid, then I'm not trusting you with any of the paternity of any of my children. If I think that you would do that, then I think you would do it at any point in time with any one of the kids, not just the last one. What would make Blossom so special? I want a DNA test for all of them. That's why I feel like it's just a means to try to hurt her. That's why I think it's that. No, I don't. Look at here. I do think Cardi was getting her lick back. I do. I don't think Stefan is her getting her lick back. They're not together. So that's her dating him. I don't think Cardi was just sitting around allowing that. Same thing with Beyonce. I don't feel like Beyonce and other women with these dating these celebrity men and married to these celebrity men that they're just allowing them to. No, they're getting their lick back. Beyonce and Jay-Z broke up many times. That's why they renewed their vows and whatnot, because I feel like both of them were stepping out. Look at Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. Jada got caught. Jada got popped by August. Because we really didn't know any of this until August did his documentary. That's when we found out, like, oh wow, like, word. But other than that, we didn't think anything was going on between them. We always heard rumors. But we're not Beyonce. Really in love with Julius. Julius is cute. And they will make a pretty baby. But yeah, Julius is cute. I could see Beyonce having a crush on Julius. I could. But you know, Beyonce, I wonder if I saved it when I was doing my surviving. Because Beyonce was actually more so, I hope I saved it. Let me think. I usually save stuff like that. Girl. Let me see. I'm gonna show you who Beyonce was into. People sleep on it. I was like, Beyonce, let me find out. I know you lying. Let me show y'all who Beyonce was really into. So Beyonce like girls. I don't know about all that. Let's see. Oh no, that's Jay-Z. If not, I'm just gonna have to search it real quick. But I had started, I'm like, you know what? I could see that. I was like, Beyonce, shut your mouth and keep on talking. Now I'm just gonna search it. Let me show y'all. This is who Beyonce was into. Look how she looking at this man. And then she performed with him. She was really giving him the Google eyes. Like Beyonce was on it. On it. He is a singer. They were hold on. Girl, Beyonce was on it. Like when I say yes, she was looking at him like, ooh. Wow. Like that. Yes, Alexandra. Yes, Alejandra. Yes, let me talk to them in because they performed together too. And Beyonce was like, she kept touching him, you know, all that stuff. I'm like, let me find out. I'm like, Beyonce. Beyonce was all over it. Like, she really liked him. You could tell. She really did like him. She did. Beyonce wanted him. Like, for real. Like, she did. I feel like if she... No, that's not Sean Paul, but it gives... That's a wine. It gives the vibes. But yeah, she definitely liked that dude. She had a crush on him. Alejandro. I'm like, oh, so you would have had you a little Latina. Or you would have got you a clear man. If you wasn't with Jay-Z. Because rumor has it she dated Mos Def and Mekhi Phifer and Marcus Houston. Rumor has it she dated Marcus Houston back in the day when he was doing like Sister, and she was like featuring on the Destiny Child was on Smart Guy and stuff like that. Oh, now Marcus, you want to see something else gross when they come to Marcus Houston? Y'all know I'm nosy. No, I am nose and a Z. So, hold on, did I say that? I'm sure I did. I'll just go to his channel, or channel page. Oh my God. So Kai Frost has put his channel, you know, pretty much got rid of everything. But girl, look who following him. Marcus Houston. I said, Marcus, why are you following this little boy? Kai is big gay. So is Marcus Houston. They say he into older guys, you know, and all that stuff. So I just don't see what Marcus Houston, what is his point of following Kai Frost? Like, why are you following? I'm not even following Kai Frost. Like, what are you following him for? Marcus. Very interesting, right? But he following him though. I'm like, Sean, you like doing the Secret Show? I love the show. I love doing it. I don't like doing it. I love doing it. I love doing it. Shout out to Tasha K. Shout out to Derek. I love doing the show. I really, really, really enjoy myself. Very so much. Love doing the show. Marcus wants to play with his circle. I could not. Is Chris following him also? No. Chris is not following him. Just Marcus. Just Marcus. I was like, ugh. Why? Why? Crazy work. Crazy work. Well, I'm going to get out of here, y'all. I have another show that I'm going to be doing soon. So y'all see me back on here. I'm going to keep trying to go live every morning over here, or every morning or afternoon. I'm over here on YouTube. Again, there's more to the story that is unfolding with this whole THOOD, Kai Frost, Kelsey Frost situation. So we'll be talking more about that. And I was going to talk about Netter, but I want to make sure that I can play the song, because you know how they are, right? So I love you all. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for all the donations and liking the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Okay, I love you guys. And I'll see y'all on the next show. Until then, bye.